Today's episode is brought to you by Destiny's Accessories, located inside of A.V. Lopez at 3831 Boca Chica Boulevard in Brownsville. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 4. Destiny Accessories has all the phone and tablet accessories you need, including chargers, screen protectors, wallets, clips, holsters, pop sockets, cases, and much more.
Welcome to Paranormal 956. I'm Bianca.
And I'm David.
What are we talking today?
You were going to tell me about Aileen Wuornos, the notorious female serial killer.
You would, 7 men, you would call it serial killer?
Yes, I definitely would call her a serial killer.
7 men, okay, sure.
How many would you think?
More than 10, at least.
No.
Yes.
Counts.
I mean, in a year span? Okay, yeah, I get it.
I think serial killers are anybody who kills more than 2 or 3. Because serial just means in a series, right?
Right.
But
okay, so let's get into it.
yeah.
So she was born February 29. What does that tell you?
Leap year baby.
Oh, well, I was thinking Pisces, but yeah.
So does that like already set the scene for you?
Yeah, that's already a red flag right there. But yeah, born February 29, 1956 to be specific, right?
Right.
Anyways, in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's go back into her background story, how she grew up.
Right.
So her father was convicted of molestation. Molestation? How do you say it? Molestation?
I say it the same way, yeah.
Thing. Right after her birth.
Ouch.
Yeah. Allegedly, he killed himself. Let's say allegedly because we don't know.
Right. We don't know.
We don't know the facts. It's just that
we
allegedly.
weren't there.
Yeah.
We weren't even close.
He killed himself in prison years later. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Her mother.
Yeah.
Oh, let's keep in mind she has a brother. Older brother.
Aileen does?
Yeah, like 2 years older, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So their mother abandoned them.
Yeah.
With her parents, which is her grandparents.
Which is, yeah.
Yeah.
She dumped them.
Yeah. So they grew up with their grandparents, right?
Right.
So grandfather beats her up, sexually assaults her, all crazy shit. Grandma's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
It's a whole mess. It's a chaos.
Not good.
Not good. And when she reaches the age of 11,
yeah,
she began trading sexual favors for money, beer, cigarettes, and whatnot, right?
Right.
Then at 14, just 3 years later,
right,
after going through the phase,
yeah,
she has a kid. She has a child, which she gives it up for adoption.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The neighbors claimed that the father was an older friend of the grandfather.
Yeah.
So
not
it's
good.
already, no, it's not.
So far, there's no good news in this story. No good news.
Yeah, no. Everything's like...
Everything's terrible.
Messed up. So after that, I guess she gets kicked out at between 14 and 15. We don't have any specific date, but
right.
14, 15, she got kicked out.
They're not the best at record keeping.
Years later, her brother died of cancer.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm bringing that up.
Okay.
It affects her, right? It's her brother.
Sure.
She grew up with him. She inherits $10,000.
Right, from the life insurance.
From the life insurance.
Yeah.
$10,000.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, like, she's been like hitchhiking throughout the years.
Basically a homeless person.
Yeah.
And
so
all
she
of a
gets
sudden,
$10,000, right?
Right. A long time ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just guess what she wasted it on.
Groceries.
You would think, right? It would be a smart choice.
Or maybe you could buy a house for that much back then. Maybe.
a cute little apartment, right?
Right.
Something nice
Yeah.
or stable, you know.
Right.
So no,
Mm.
let me tell you. Oh, the volume. You're
Wrong
wrong.
answer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So she
None of
buys nothing normal.
Nothing practical.
Nothing practical. Nothing she could. Well,
Nothing she could build off of.
right. She wasted it on a luxury car, which it would be practical, but
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you, she wrecked it right after.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so like it wasn't
Not good.
not good.
There's like no good news in this story.
No. So here's where everything goes south. Let's say it in a way.
Mm-hmm.
In 1986, she meets her girlfriend,
Okay.
Tyra. I don't know.
Something like that.
Something like that. So keep in mind, they're going hitchhiking, right? Because they don't have money. So they're like hitchhiking with men, stealing items, whatever they can get. And they're basically selling them to pawn shops, right?
Okay.
So that's how they're getting money here and there, trying to survive and shit like that, right? Then this is where everything goes wrong.
Okay.
Just keep in mind, because like, you know, they're like up and down and everything.
Yeah.
So during a murder investigation, the police discovered items belonging to Richard Morroy,
Mm-hmm.
with the receipt showing her thumbprint.
On the receipt. Eesh.
Right.
Not good.
So, yeah, that's not good because it's already stolen items.
Right.
So she gets a warrant for her arrest. And it's a murder investigation for Richard because he's dead.
Yeah.
So they don't know what the fuck, right?
Right.
They want to know how she got the items
Right.
because they can't really tell if she killed him.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe she knows
What happened?
She knows what happens, which, spoiler alert, she knows.
She knows in detail what happened.
Yeah.
So with the outstanding warrant, she gets arrested.
Yeah.
After she gets arrested, she confesses
Okay.
that she killed not just Richard,
Uh-oh.
but the other men as well throughout the hitchhiking years.
Ouch.
Yeah. So here's the fucked up part. She didn't make a deal.
Mm.
That's what messes me up.
Yeah. Like she should have got
Should have
probation or something.
Yeah, something.
What does she get instead? They throw the book, I guess.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
But since she confessed
Yeah.
to the other murders that they weren't even linked to her,
Right. Yeah.
she, I mean, after no deal, I mean, she just, this is what pisses me off. She confessed. Why would you say that? Why would you talk?
Maybe she thought they were going to be nice to her.
Right. So she received 6 death penalties.
Not good.
Not good. But she confessed.
Yeah.
This is what pisses me off too. Just to be right by God.
Oof.
Then by who?
Yeah, because this is the thing. If there's a God, and I'm not convinced, he's probably not a huge fan of hers.
We don't think so.
Right? Like, she's probably not the kind of woman he's looking for.
No. So, yeah.
So, I've talked to other people about this serial killer, Aileen Wuornos, and she seems to be more looked at differently, I guess you could say.
Why?
Like when, we've already talked about John Wayne Gacy and everybody's like,
Yeah,
he's
he was
a
fucked up.
monster,
Yeah,
right?
he's fucked up.
But because of her background, like people are a little bit more sympathetic to her. Don't you think?
It really is.
Like for them,
It is.
people like this
It's more
story
understanding in
makes
a way.
sense, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
story makes sense. Which I kind of feel like probably John Wayne Gacy had some fucked up shit happen in his
But
life.
he didn't talk about it.
Yeah, maybe that's his fault.
That's his fault. That's on him. He should have talked about it before.
Yeah.
But even though he killed more than fucking 7 people, 7 human beings.
True.
Let's put it at that.
That's true.
So,
and then also, he didn't try to get right with God at all. Well, I guess he did, but right before they killed him, he kind of fucked it up again.
Right. So yeah. And it wasn't like very detailed ways that she murdered them. She just basically shot them.
Right. It wasn't torture.
Like, torture. Yeah. She just
stuff.
went straight to a point like, it's done.
Yeah. Very efficient.
Yeah.
The thing that kind of bothers me about her is...
You're just hating because she's a girl.
No, I just feel like she steals their cars and then she just drives around recklessly in their cars. It's like...
But let's keep in mind, she bought a luxury car and she fucking wrecked it right away.
Bad decisions.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bad decisions.
What can you do?
Well, I mean, I make bad decisions myself.
Same.
I don't kill people.
No, right.
I definitely don't admit to it.
So that's what messes me up. Like, I wouldn't confess just to be right by God. I wouldn't.
Same. I mean, I wouldn't murder people to begin with.
But to anything, really. Confess to anything in general.
Not to the police.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to catch me red-handed, I guess.
True.
But I also don't break any laws either. So,
we don't.
Like, I'm like really clean cut when it comes to that stuff. So good luck catching me on anything because I'm not doing nothing.
So yeah, I mean, it's not. It's because she didn't make a deal. Nothing.
That's what bothers you more.
Yeah, like I feel like in the legal system, they failed her. Regardless of the situation, she didn't have like. I mean, they didn't find her until the last victim, which was Richard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like.
You think she?
It wasn't even that she killed him. It was just that she was an accessory to murder in a way, because she had left the thumbprint on the receipt.
Yeah.
At the pawn shop.
So in other words, you know that she was involved, but you don't know. I
truly believe that I could have gotten her out of jail.
Really?
Yes, for sure. 100%.
This is what I will say. I understand what you're saying, but she was charged with 6.
Because she confessed.
But she only paid 1. So, you know what I mean? Like,
but they still gave her 6.
So what would you think would be a more, you just want her to get off? Like completely
like
innocent?
For her doing time, yeah, that's totally fine.
Like a life sentence would be more appropriate, you think?
Her still being alive, yes.
Well, Charles Manson died of old age. Like he was in jail forever. Yeah. He didn't get executed, and he was.
But you see, like even like right, like how do we know all this stuff from her?
Yeah, like her childhood and
her childhood and everything, and from like. Yeah. Let's go back to John. What's his name?
Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. Yeah.
I know you want to call him The Rock.
The Rock. Yeah,
Dwayne Johnson. No. Different people.
Totally different people. Let's just put it at that.
A little bit different.
Yeah. So, I'm just saying, like, we could have had more. I mean, there's a lot of details in her background story, which to me is fucking amazing. Well, not amazing.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way. It's
amazing in a bad way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like that we got all this information.
Sure. Yeah, I guess so.
And it's more understanding, but still the system, I truly think that the system totally failed her.
Because you're comparing it to other people, I guess. Because I'll be honest with you.
But me not being a lawyer, because I don't have the degree neither.
What?
Me just liking to argue, it's a totally different person.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah. So you would count yourself as one of those that are more sympathetic to her.
Yeah. It could have gone better for her.
So at the very beginning when she was caught, she claimed that this was self-defense and that these men raped her. And I think if that was the story the whole time, I 100% would be way more sympathetic than that. The first person she claims absolutely did rape her and did all this stuff. But then later she says the other ones seemed like they were going in that direction, and so she just
she just stopped it at that.
Killed them early.
Yeah.
And so I guess when you consider, like, I'll give you an example. When I was young and I lived in West Texas, we had a lot of tornadoes.
Okay.
And so when I would look up at the sky, I would see certain cloud formations, and I would have to go home because the storm's going to get really bad.
Right.
And so now that I'm older and I live down here and the weather's completely different, I still see those cloud formations here, and I get nervous, right? Even though we don't have tornadoes like we did where I was. And so in her situation, she gets attacked and raped by this man, and then another man's actually
she sees the red flags. Let's call it the red flags.
Right, like a red flag.
Yeah.
And so it is more understanding. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, you're watching my cat and my dog fight.
They're not. It's just like they're biting each other. It's so stupid.
Yeah, they're both boys.
Anyways.
Yeah. So back to the show.
Back to the show. Sorry, guys. I really think we could have gotten more history from her. Let's say it in a way.
So you feel you would be more comfortable with a life
if she was alive for a little bit longer.
Instead of executing.
Just 46.
Yeah, that's
younger. I mean, 46, I mean, she was... How old are you?
48. I'm older than her. Yeah. So for me, that's young.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think once I reach like up to 60, that's it. Like, call it a life.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that too. 12 years away, and I'm already feeling like that.
But yeah, I mean,
this podcast better hit before then because I'm done.
I'm not dealing with dementia and all that shit, guys. I'm really not.
All of that.
But anyways, so yeah, I mean, I feel like what bugs me is not what she did. I feel like the legal. I'm more mad at the legal system of the whole process that they did with her.
She got a bum deal.
Yeah.
I get that. I mean, but she was kind of a bad person too.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not gonna... She was hitchhiking. Okay, yeah, I get that.
Well, hitchhiking isn't the crime.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Hitchhiking, yes, I get that. It's not the crime.
Right.
Here's where it gets fucking... Where the men actually, like, paid her or, like, something's gonna happen because she's a woman, or like they assumed, but she also assumed.
Yeah, everybody's making a lot of assumptions here.
So I'm saying,
yeah, I mean, she was a prostitute.
Yeah, but
yeah, right. I'm not saying
no.
I think prostitution should be legal, so I'm not really thinking.
Yeah, but
I mean,
it's whenever she's on the job,
right?
They just put that she was a prostitute. This is how I think.
Okay.
She was hitchhiking. Yes, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But don't say that she was a prostitute. Wait.
Okay.
Hear me out.
I'm waiting. It's
because you're making the face.
Well, because she was a prostitute.
But she wasn't prostituting. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the first one did rape her.
Right.
She wasn't on the clock. That's where I'm trying to get at.
I get what you're saying, because when a woman is being a prostitute, right,
she's on the clock. She knows what's gonna happen. She's ready and she's gonna get her money and the whole transaction process.
So this is how I understood it to happen: is that she agreed to have sex with him because she's a prostitute, and instead of just like your normal sex, like, he got violent with her, right? And so obviously that crossed the line, and he's now doing things that she's not signed up for, I guess is the best way to say that. Do you know what I mean? And so he was ordering stuff that wasn't on the menu, I guess is the way to say that, right? Like, he was apparently violent, and from what I understood, she thought she was going to die when she killed their first person, which... I don't know if you should get the death penalty for that.
No.
Sounds like self-defense anyway, right?
It is.
And so I do think that there's a part of this that people were like, well, she's a prostitute. She's kind of trash.
No, but
like,
that's the thing.
Throw her away.
Like, why?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I do think that's part of it.
That's how you think.
Well, I don't think that. But what I think people do think like that.
You dislike her like that.
I don't dislike her.
And she loves her. Your wife loves her.
Yeah, my wife's a fan. The movie Monster is a good movie.
You see, I didn't see that. It's a pretty old movie.
It is old. You should see it. I guess this is where I stand. I'm obviously she's got a really shitty backstory. That's none of her fault. No, right? Obviously,
that's how she grew up. She didn't know any better.
If she's gonna be a prostitute and she feels that's how she should survive, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
I don't think people should be able to rape her, right?
No.
Clearly. And if she killed somebody who was trying to rape her, I think she should have got off for that. It doesn't seem to be the case for the other guys, at least. And so if she was a cold-blooded killer in any of those instances,
no, like,
and they gave her the death penalty,
but that's the thing. She didn't torture them. She didn't, like...
You're right. She
didn't peel their skin off.
Right.
She didn't take the eyes out.
We've already talked about way worse people than her. Yeah. You're right. As far as
that's what I'm saying. Like, she had a remorse. Let's put it in a way, because she just shot him and she left.
Well, and also I think the get right with God part shows
about
like a
remorse.
little bit of like softer side to her than what other people do. And she didn't have to confess.
She didn't have to. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I get you. I'm just not.
It's just a story that gets me mad, I guess.
Yeah. She had a really unfortunate life.
Well, she kind of, as a kid, no, she didn't make it unfortunate as a kid. As a grown-up making those choices, yeah, she made it more unfortunate.
Well, I guess I mean that she had it rough. Like, she did. There's no question about that. There's rough. Like, that's not a healthy childhood.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Is an understatement. Yeah.
Yeah. You got mosquitoes in the house?
Maybe.
Anyways, so yeah, that's the episode for today. And I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your stand on this?
That would be interesting. I hope we do get some feedback on where people are they okay with her getting the death penalty?
The 6 death penalties? What do you mean?
To me, the number doesn't matter as much. Like, she died. Like, you could have made it.
But they could have just done it one time. What was those 5 other ones for?
I'm
just
sure
to rub it in her face that she was gonna die. She knows she's gonna die.
I'm sure it was for the victims' families, so they feel a little better with it. Like justice.
Sure.
I guess. But yeah, I do. I'm interested to see what do people think should have happened. Should she have gotten the death penalty at all? And then if it's divided between men and women, I'm interested in that too.
Right.
Like, are men more callous, like you seem to think that I am? And do women think she should have gotten away with everything?
Not gotten away. I'm not saying she should have gotten away with everything. It's just that she could have gotten a life sentence, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely not getting away with it. Yeah. So, I don't know what's worse, to be honest with you. Life sentence or being executed?
Chill.
Because I don't want to be in a box.
That's the thing. I would have asked her, like, do you want the death sentence, or like, do you want to like stay in prison for the rest of your life?
Yeah. I don't know.
But she tried to commit suicide. Totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Several times.
Before
she got arrested.
Yeah.
So she might as well got it. Sorry, guys. Let me check that statement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, put the comments in our Facebook.
Thank you guys for listening.
See you.
Bye.